A dire warning from the U.S. Surgeon General right before summer. For some kids, no school means more time online. And now the nation's top doctor says using social media presents a profound risk of harm to them. Karen Caifa explains what's in the 25-page advisory.
Most Americans tend to take warnings from the Surgeon General rather seriously. Think about previous warnings around everything from smoking to drug use to other health hazards. Well, now U.S. Surgeon General Vivek Murthy wants to put that same urgency around social media use by kids and teens, saying it is driving a youth mental health crisis.
U.S. Surgeon General Vivek Murthy is sounding the alarm, issuing a 25-page advisory laying out the risks of social media for kids.
I am very concerned now that social media is an important factor that is driving this youth mental health crisis.
The advisory details studies linking social media to depression and anxiety, poor sleep, online harassment, and low self-esteem.
This is a real point of concern here. When nearly half of kids are telling us that social media use makes them feel worse.
Dr. Murthy is calling for more research into the impact of social media, and he's calling on policymakers and tech companies to take action.
This is pervasive. It is everywhere. And that's why it's so important that we support parents.
The White House is doing just that, mobilizing an interagency task force to identify current and emerging risks. The task force will also develop guidelines for tracking and preventing those risks.
Over the last year, we're seeing searches like how much screen time is too much for my kids, or how do I keep my kids safe online, increased by over 200%.
Google, meanwhile, is among the tech companies that say they have developed tools to help parents, including the ability to set hard screen time limits.
Actually setting up some hard limits help enable your kids to have a chance to wind down and have restorative sleep, which is so critical for adolescent development.
And Murthy says social media companies should be held to the same kinds of safety standards as other industries. He pointed to the rules around everything from child medications to car seats to toys. And those protections they're aiming to keep kids safe. And he hopes this report will lead to some real change. In Washington, I'm Karen Caifa.